It's the medium dogs to go first. 61 seconds the course time. Shannon Springford with Gift, bouncy little character, second at Olympia. Got a gold medal at the Junior Europeans, a part of the Great Britain squad for this year. So Shannon Springford and Gift, the 4-year-old collie, gets the action underway in the main arena on the last day of Crufts.
Promises to be a great competition. All the dogs that we're going to see are grade 7 dogs, so they're all at the top of their game. Particularly gifted partnership this, with a great future. As you say, she was part of the junior team last year, so she is still part of the YKC, doing a great job, and this is a great start, Jim.
That's very good indeed. 30 seconds and a clear round for Shannon and for Gift from Swanley.
So just remember, the thing they really want to do is avoid an elimination at this stage.
Stephanie Speziev, Detroit, Michigan, with Luna, a pug Chihuahua. Unusual mix, this, a crossbreed. What do they call them? Chugs, don't they, I think?
Some people do, yes, but as you say, unusual cross this, but doesn't matter if it works for you. Going very well, strutting its stuff. Round the corner there into the weeds, must go into the right, and then alternately after that.
And Stephanie lived here in the UK for 4 years, has moved back to Detroit, Michigan, second time at Crufts, and picking up 5 faults there. And another 5 as well. The only international competitor, I believe. Started well and just unravelled a little bit, Graham.
Yes, such a shame. She ran round the jumps, that's the refusal, put the dog round the correct side, knocked it down, so that's a total of 10 faults on that obstacle.
Phoenix, 6-year-old working sheepdog, and Linda Cummings from County Durham. "19 medium dogs, remember, and this third to go." And Phoenix letting us all know that she is in the house. 5 faults for a refusal there. It's quite on the next dog, Graham. We'll just ask you to try to go in the wrong end of the tunnel there. That will be costly as well. Just ask you to give us your normal detailed description of the course as Linda and Phoenix go through with 37 seconds and 5 penalties.
Oh, and again, you could see she was facing away from the direction she wanted the dog to come, which pushed the dog away from her.
Fern and Steve Swanky, third year at Crufts. What sort of course is it, your expert eye, Graham?
So, really nice course, as you'd expect from Lynn. Starts off with a little snake, as we call it, or a serpentine. Pushes the dog round the second part, so picks up 5 for refusal. Swings round now. You've got to get the correct end of the tunnel out. A nice straight entrance to the tyre, which we like to see from our judges. And again, another little serpentine now coming into the weaves. It's just enough in this course to make it a nice testing championship agility course. There are no gimmies, not in this game. A little pull in there and a push out. Now they've got to push out round that jump and into the right side of the tunnel. And again, another little pull in, so there's plenty for the dogs to do and the handlers to do. And that's going to be a great shame. Just the 5 faults there for Stephen in 34. Good time, 34.845. Just a reminder that the course time is 51 seconds.
Talking about Mother's Day, new mum Jo Glee, baby just after Christmas, called Evie. Concentrating now on Rumble, third time at Crufts, 5-year-old Spaniel Cross. Jo from nearby Coventry.
Jo's probably only in about 4th gear here. What she wants to do is get a clear round within the course time to give her a good chance of qualifying for this afternoon. Plus the fact it's quite a long day for the dog. They're going to have 3 runs in a day, which is probably about usual for a dog, but it's quite an enclosed atmosphere, and this is going to be a really good, impressive run there from Jo. clear round, 33.312, exactly what she wanted.
Good work from Joe. Clear and up to second place at the moment. Well in control. Nicola Garrett and Z from Rugeley. Z's second Crufts. Z or Z, whichever you prefer. But Nicola's been here many, many times. In Great Britain's Worlds, Europeans, established international competitor. You talk about pacing, the handlers pacing themselves. It must be difficult to get that through to the dogs, that they have to pace themselves as well.
Yes, normally my dogs have got one pace, and that's flat out. It may not be that quick, but it's always at the fastest they can do it. But these guys have been there, done it and seen it, got the t-shirt, and they're very experienced at this sort of thing, especially at Nicola Garrett's level. And that just proves there, again, a lovely clear round, 32.878.
Yeah, good work from Nicola Garrett and Z. Clear and up in the top three as things stand. Libby, 11 and a half years of age, and Stephen Richardson from Wigton in Cumbria on the European team last year and in this year's squad. 11 and a half, some age.
So not only is this dog still competing at the very highest level. He keeps threatening to, the last couple of years he said, I'm going to retire this dog, and the dog just says, nope, I'm not having any of that. Says
there's no point in retiring when you're having fun and doing it well. And Libby and Stephen, very quick this. It's very good indeed. It's good enough for second place, and it's the fourth clear round we've had.
They keep threatening to retire you and I, Jim, but we're still here.
They'll have to drag us out of here kicking and screaming, won't they? Cameron Bunce and Ziggy from Huntingdon in Cambridgeshire, 10 years of age in September, another experienced one. And Cameron's been in agility for 10 years. You wouldn't think it looking at him. Europeans last year and a British squad member this time round. I don't know about pacing themselves, but Ziggy looks to have the hammer down here.
Some dogs you can push, some dogs you can't. The more you push a dog, and he's put the dog around the back of the jump. I think that was purely he forgot where he was going at that stage. Such a shame.
Oh, what a shock that one is. And elimination, and that means there will be no appearance in the final for Ziggy or for Cameron Bunce.
Quite deliberately put the dog around the back of the jump. Such a shame.
Natasha Wise, winner of the singles on Friday, three-time world champion, and 12-year-old Dizzy. Dog in a million, this one. 10th year competing at Crufts and last year's winner. Dizzy no longer competes internationally, but she wants to rule the roost domestically.
She has numerous international titles Tasha's put on her card.
And still more than capable. This dog's still running really, really well. And again, Natasha, again, you'll just see perhaps with the intensity of her voice, there's lots of encouragement there. You'll watch her maybe in the final, and she'll be saying to the dog, come on, come on. Whereas now she's actually just making sure that she gets the course right, make sure that's good communication between her and the dog. And as you would expect, a lovely time. And look at that time, Jim.
Yep, that's the best. Not entirely unexpected. 28.9, a couple of seconds quicker than everybody else, and a clean, clear, quick and very effective round.
You're going to have to be going some to beat that time.
Natasha Pudubecki and Poppy, 6-year-old working cocker.
Okay, next on the line.
Natasha in the British World Team in this year's squad as well. Another new mum in December. Super excited to be back here with Poppy. First agility dog for Natasha from Oakhampton.
Far too much of these having babies interrupting your agility career.
I am making absolutely no comment on that.
Oh dear, such a shame. Again, it's one of these things, Jim, that pushing round and doing the jump from the reverse side has become really popular in the last few years as a course design element. So people practice them such a lot. And unless you're absolutely right, the dog just thought, oh, that's what she wants me to do. So, and that's the downside of it sometimes. But still, really good effort from Natasha.
Sonic, 7-year-old Shetland sheepdog, and Leon Knight from Barbie in Warwickshire, team winner here at Crufts a couple of years ago. Also in the British team. Medium dogs you're watching. If you're just joining us, no matter where you are, you're very welcome to the last day of action at Crufts. 5 faults picked up by Sonic there.
Just a little bit guilty there of assuming that the dog was going to come with her and just took her eyes off it just for a second, and that's all it takes in the blink of an eye, and the dog's done the wrong thing.
Just want to avoid an elimination, because just to underline any eliminations, and you do not take part in the final tonight, completes the round over that final Kennel Club jump, 36.7, and that's 8th place with those 5 penalties for Leon Knight. Little refusal there, ruining that round. Cooper, 8-year-old working sheepdog, and Linda Cummings from County Durham, winners of the Medium Olympia Stakes back in December. What can they do here? 5 clear rounds already.
So the people that are yet to come in this competition will be looking to see how many clear rounds have gone. We've got 5 clear rounds, as you say. The maximum that can go through from this height category is 50% of 19, so that's going to be 10, because they always rounded up by 1. And the more clear rounds, the more you'll see, the quicker that they'll be going, because they know that they've got to compete with the other clear rounds.
Great explanation, Graham. So this particular competition will be getting quicker and quicker and better and better. There is another clear round. Good work from Linda, good work from Cooper. In the top 6, those two. Very impressive start by that partnership. From Lockerbie, Nigel Staines and Scorch. Nigel loves doing what he's doing. Scorch, a self-bred dog, Australian working Kelpie. Proud to be a Team GB member as well, and look at that. That looks like a happy, enjoyable dog, keen to get on with it.
And you're absolutely right, Jim. All the dogs are happy and keen to get on with it in this sport. All done with motivation, kind, rewarding training methods, and the dogs love it. If they didn't love it, we wouldn't see them performing with such enthusiasm. And this dog really loves it.
Absolutely, and that's why the sport has lasted 40 years. And as soon as it started 40 years ago, everybody knew that agility was a winner for spectator, for handlers, and most important of all, for the dogs themselves. Very good round this, by the way, by Nigel and by Scorch. Hopping over the last obstacle, that is really good. Up into 4th place, yet another clear, clean round. You dare not knock anything over here.
Yes, you're right. Another clear round. Nigel, a very committed Kelpie owner.
Marita Davis and Harvey from Nottingham, 4-year-old Spitz. Very cheeky dog, this one. And it's going to have to be cheeky, and it's going to have to be quick, and it's going to have to be accurate, because as anticipated, the general standard of this competition very high indeed as the main arena gradually fills on the last Sunday. Just a slight hesitation there, but it's good, and the time is excellent as well. It will not threaten the lead, but it's very good, and a good finish as well. 32 and clear for Marita Davis. 4th place for that.
Nice, careful round, very well handled. Puts her in the mix there, currently in 4th place.
Jennifer Kent from Perth, and Max, 7-year-old Patterdale Terrier. 8 have gone clear so far. Remember, that's a 50% cut-off. And so as the competition progresses, the intensity rises.
That's 50% of the combined results, but they do, each part does count, so there will be separate awards for this jumping section as well.
It's not the quickest, but again, it is a clear round. Again, 36 seconds. That's in the top 10 for Jennifer Kent.
So next on the line, Hayley Telling with Teal.
Hayley Telling and Teal won the British Opening with Teal on the opening day, established international. And we would expect great things from these two as well, having an absolutely red-hot time.
This pair have been on fire this year, just coming good. So I expect to see them hopefully in the mix this evening, because it's going to make an absolutely fantastic competition.
As we came up here, I noticed Hayley doing a lot of exercises herself, and she's obviously believes in keeping right up with the dog. And this is really good. This is an excellent round from Hayley, as anticipated, and from Teal. Up into the top 3, and as anticipated, they're going to be around, I would imagine, for most of the day.
They will, and as you can see, really quick, keen little dog, totally focused on what it's doing.
Sian Illingworth, and maybe Sian from Crawley, 8-year-old maybe, won this event in 2015, runner-up last year. Won the European Open as well. These two have fantastic form, fantastic reputation. And as we see them in action, it's not hard to see why.
Always look forward to seeing this pair run, especially in the championship at Crufts. Some of my greatest memories were seeing her and Natasha Wise compete in the final one year. It was so exciting. I almost fell off my stool. But there we are, class act 29.238. Within a hair's breadth of the time set by Natasha Wise. Great style there, jumping.
Sue Cooper from Oswestry with Mitzi, 6-year-old Yorkie cross. Fostered Mitzi as a 10-week-old pup, ended up staying with Sue, and soon discovered Mitzi's love for agility and coming to Crufts. And Mitzi, whoa, there's a noisy one. Loves the atmosphere, making an atmosphere all of her own.
They can bark as much as they want, no faults for barking. And I'm sure the handler's going, just be quiet, just listen to me just for a minute. But and again, just demonstrating how much excitement and how exciting they find this competition.
Brilliant. Sound effects as well, courtesy of Mitzi. She does love it as a tight turn. It's not going to be far off this either from Mitzi, you know. Well done indeed by Sue. Well done by Mitzi, the noisiest dog we have seen so far this Sunday, and they move up into the top 4.
I think she enjoyed that.
The last medium dog to go then, from Newton the Willows on Merseyside, Rebecca Sargent and 9-year-old Dolly. Now Rebecca has been quite complimentary about our commentary, I'm led to believe, so we better not be too harsh on Rebecca and Dolly, had we?
I think she's after our job actually, Jim, that's what she told me anyway.
Oh well, we will be harsh then. Let's take a look at the last of the medium dogs to go then. And looking to add to, what is it, 10 clears we've had? 10, 11?
12.
12.
In actual fact, to be precise, 67% of the dogs run are clear at the moment.
Good numbers.
And that's because the number's in front of me on a screen here. It's not.
You shouldn't have. You shouldn't let everybody know.
Did I ruin it then?
You did. So last to go, Rebecca and Dolly. And again, right up with a good time, and we'll add to that percentage. Good stuff, Rebecca. Well done, Dolly.
Really good competitor is Rebecca, seriously. Nice round, 31.415, puts her in the mix there. Very experienced. She used to get really, and she still does, get very, very overcome by nerves, but she's conquering them, and as a result, she's doing it so much better. We were talking earlier on, Jim, about seeing someone limbering up. It's much more professional now.
It is indeed, and Natasha Wise and Dizzy 28.9, the only one in the 28. Sian Illingworth not too far behind with Maybe, and Shannon Springford and Gift. A really high quality competition though, with 13 clear rounds.
And it's building up very, very nicely. We're going to see the large section next. It's the same course, just a different height. And we were talking about people being more professional. This is where we've come in 40 years, Jim. 40 years ago, they get the dog out, they'd run it round, put it back in. Now, they get the dog out, they warm it up, they make sure it's, you know, that it's fit. And they also, if you want to be at the top of your game, you see people that are fit and healthy and probably young. It grieves me to say it.
Yep, 44 seconds the course time here as we await the arrival of the first of 17 large dogs.
So the course time, as I said, is 44 seconds for this. What happens is that the course is measured by the judge, and then there's a matrix available to her which she can pick a time from within a certain band. That answers the questions at home.
It does indeed, and they've been well inside the course times, haven't they, the majority of these this morning.
And this is Natasha Wise, who in fact is winning the medium.
Natasha Wise,
She can top that with Pebbles.
with her larger dog Pebbles.
Shiny Pebble.
Dizzy, her medium dog. Pebbles' first full season at championship level. Won 2 championships, bit of a firework around the arena as well. Great jumping style has Pebbles.
Yeah, it's just come good in the last year or so. 1, 2 agility certificates. So, and part of the Team GB setup, and also Natasha, with her experience, is also a valuable contributor to the team. And look at this, she is truly a class act. Great start, that'll put the pressure on the rest of them. Clear round 30.022 for Natasha Wise.
Last year's winners, David Munnings from Newbury, and Fame, 6-year-old Border Collie. Incredible dog. We saw them yesterday, didn't we, in the International, when they picked up a surprising elimination there. David and Fame looking to make up for things today. And most important of all, if you're just joining us on this Sunday morning, most important of all is not to pick up an elimination and hopefully to go clear. And this is looking right up with it as well from David and from Fame. Fractions of a second behind Natasha, but the first 2 competitors just underlining you have to be very, very good to get here. Jessica Clarehew, part of the winning large team earlier in Crufts 2018, and Cara, first Border Collie.
Looking through the list of competitors, a very, very impressive lineup we've got coming here in this whole competition. Jess, very experienced international
missed
competitor.
the last one there in
and
the
as you
weeds.
say,
Has to go back
is
again.
Very unusual, Jim, for this dog. Very rarely see it miss a weaving pole.
It is fascinating when you look at them, and I don't know, 9 times out of 10 Cara would have gone through those poles and not done that, and all of a sudden it happens here.
Dogs aren't robots, and that's what you just need to expect. Who knows, you know, has the dog got a headache? Do dogs suffer from headaches? I don't know. You can't expect your dog to be on a top form all the time, plus the fact your demeanour actually, you know, affects the dog as well.
Alan Short from Kirkcaldy, and Bruce. A lot of Scottish support here. Dog of a lifetime for Bruce. Team GB for the last 4 years, in the squad again this year, and Agility Team Scotland for 5 years. And just in case you're wondering about agility and could I have a go at it, this dog Bruce cost Alan Short £50, 50, and owes him absolutely nothing. That's great through the weeds, absolutely spectacular sight that. Oh dear, just pulled around that one, so have to go and negotiate that again, and that'll be 5 faults for Alan and for Bruce. and it's a very elegant and quick finish as well. What a shame. What a shame about those 5 faults.
That was a shame. You could almost see that building. The dog was getting more and more excited, and just Alan was struggling more and more. And there's a great shot of our judge, the lovely Lynn Shaw, signalling a refusal.
Louise Rain from Barnard Castle and Trigger, 7-year-old. And in fact, Louise has been competing since the age of 7.
Lovely shot there of the dog, totally focused on the handler. And they're totally reliant. Don't forget, as a handler, you can do anything you want. The only thing you can't do is touch the dog. Unfortunately, having 5 faults there. And most of this is done with body language, probably 90%, and then the voice is there just as a bit of a backup, really. And as you can see, she slung her right arm out, but her shoulders were actually going left, and the dog went left. Such a shame. So that's, I think, only the second elimination we've seen this morning.
It is indeed second in half an hour of action, and that means that Louise and Trigger, we will not be seeing them in the final later on in the day. But great affection. Don't worry about that. Andrew Priestley from Otley and Lucy, 7-year-old working sheepdog. Dramatic improvement, went from grade 1 to grade 7 in less than a year. And being here at Crufts, just a dream. So these two are realising that dream, Graham.
They are living the dream, and that's what it is. The famous green carpet at the biggest and best dog show in the world, probably the 3rd highest show in the world. You've got the World Championships, European Championships, then you get Crufts. So it doesn't get any better than this for dog and handler.
And you can see why these two have made such a rapid improvement as they complete the round, and it's good, it's clear. Well done, Andrew. Well done to Lucy. That's good enough to put them in the top 3 in this large section, but plenty of dogs still to run. Good work, though. Martin Reed and Spring from Devon. Martin in the World and Europeans last year, in this year's squad as well. And is there a bit of a sort of family thing going on here? Is Martin engaged to Nara Cuddy, who we're going to see very shortly?
We're going to see Nara, his fiancée, competing in just a few dogs' time. And you just wonder, you can picture the scene backstage as to whether they're discussing and how much they're helping each other. And I say that jokingly because they are very supportive of each other.
Right.
They both want each other to do well.
But out there, surely they're competing against each other.
I think there's probably a little bit of niggle going on, yeah.
Coming towards the end of the course now. And Martin and Spring look as though they're going to join the clear round. Big applause from our judge, Lynn Shaw, as well. And up into 3rd place, Martin and Spring. And it's almost a rarity now to see faults. The standard of the competition so far has been so high.
They are a class act, and we're going to see them from a long time to come.